What you need to do is give him swine flu. He'll be immobile from the sickness.
This is why we live in fantasies.
Welcome back, everybody, to Women.
I mean, I guess just girl things, girl crushes.
True.
As opposed to normal crushes.
Like us in crushing on girls.
Hey, you interpret that the way you want, baby girl.
Oh shit.
She said, baby girl,
Women-
we're not going back.
Just girl things, women loving women, women supporting women.
Women.
Women. Thank you.
Women.
This whole podcast is just women, just girl things.
I cannot get over the fact how we got the podcast name, by the way. I think I literally just went, oh, women. Went, yeah, lol, that's funny. And then we started thinking about it going, women?
Just don't overthink it.
Women.
Women.
You can say it so many ways. Whatever you're feeling in the day.
Women. 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 Women?
Some of our interests are literally going, woman.
That's the first thing that comes to my head every time. I cannot keep doing it to the theme. I can't do it.
Oh, women.
Oh my god, we did that once. No,
because it keeps going to my brain. I'm like, we can't use this for every intro.
You can.
Woman. No! I'll spread it now.
Jim, what does the tune for Free Show Vodka do?
Free show vodka do. Free show vodka do.
Like you do.
See?
This was so... I think there was a tritone. We took the two worst notes that would go together and put it in a matching set of notes.
Yeah. I didn't think that too hard about it, but I'm glad that you
No,
know,
I mean like
you know.
the fact that we managed to keep on those notes and keep the whole thing so dissonant was magnificent.
She used music terminology.
I don't know any music terminology. I know about non-diegetic.
Diegetic? Yeah.
Yeah.
From a Doctor Who episode.
Yeah. You had to explain the joke to me and then I thought it was really funny and I thought about it for months.
Yeah. And I was thrilled that I remembered that from GCSE media. I was like, yes, we did about sound.
That's Sound Machine.
I knew she was going to start.
Perfect.
Again, just girl things. Loving Pitch Perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
That's also not just girl things though, because my father loves Pitch Perfect.
Yes, no. Loads of
That
dads.
bitch is perfect.
Loads of dads love Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
Because it's
My-
funny.
Exactly. My dad, the dad thing where they walk into the living room and they just kind of like look at the TV while still standing, and then they're still standing there 20 minutes later because they've now fully engrossed. Every time Pitch Perfect comes on, my dad is there.
Yeah. It's a male ritual. They need to pretend they're not going to like the thing enough so that the gods of masculinity have been fooled.
Yes.
And they say, no, this man's not going to watch Pitch Perfect. Look at him. He's saying, women, I would never be one of those. Look at all of that. Those women are singing. I wouldn't do that because I'm a man. And then once the gods of masculinity have turned their gaze away to watch the football, then they can sit down and watch it.
That's true.
It's a ritual with very strong connotations to religion.
Well, I don't know if my dad's different. He's not like other dads.
He's not like other dads.
But what I mean, I assume more households have this, but it doesn't matter what's on the TV. He has to have the remote. Now, when he has the remote, it's not one thing we're watching. We're watching 80 different things. And most likely it will end up on the channels where they're carving something out of wood, they're fishing, or they're driving the truck across the ice. And it is always those three things.
Perhaps in the darkness and safety of his isolation, he goes and watches Pitch Perfect.
I hope so, because I feel like it would really help his humour. It took me a while to teach him what puns were.
Yeah, no, he needs to watch Pitch Perfect. I think you need to make him watch Pitch Perfect.
I think he has. I don't remember though.
What you need to do is give him swine flu. When he's got swine flu, no, this happened to a guy at work. He'll be immobile from the sickness. Then you take the remote and you set it to Pitch Perfect and you just have it out of his reach. Now he has to watch Pitch Perfect and he can't not watch it.
Hella's trying not to spit her tea out.
Disgusting. I've never seen such disgraceful behaviour in my own house. Are you gonna drink your own backwash? You filthy animal.
Shut the fuck up. Just to let me enjoy my sip of tea. With your swine
Enjoy
flu.
it already.
But yes, Pitch Perfect. Y'all should watch it if you haven't, and you should get your dads to watch it too.
I need to give your dad swine flu so you can watch it without shame.
Yeah. I wanted to add as well on the fantasy romance novel. As we were talking about A Court of Thorn and Roses, the thing about tropes in those, and it does kind of lead to, there is a crossover with certain fan fictions as well with the romance element. What kind of tropes do you guys like or really dislike?
I was gonna say, this conversation came up with my boyfriend not too long ago, and I was like, you know how some animes have tropes, a lot of K-drama, K-dramas, they all have the tropes, right? Books have tropes.
Yes.
So I was like, so what do you think we would be? And then I realized that's such a stupid question, because anyone who's gonna listen to this episode would know, if they know me, that we lived through the trope, because we weren't supposed to get together, because I was his boss.
Oh my god!
So it's a workplace love affair when it's not meant to happen. But nothing happened until after. But the whole thing is that the trope is there.
Oh my god.
Yes.
The tension.
The tension. I still remember those conversations when you're a meter apart and you'd want to be closer, but there's cameras.
Were you like sorting clothes and the clothes have opened and you can see him through that clothes. And he blushes and you look away and he goes and you turn around and there's some more clothes and he's like put one on, he's like, ha, I'm dressed like a fairy, and he's like, ha.
It was more like, I need help with something. I know exactly who to ask this, and everything I always asked him. But then I had to go do my things because I had other things to do. So I always say, yeah, I'd come back to help you, and I never got the chance to.
So you made him do a bunch of work for you and then never did any work for
I
him.
still do that. Oh, bless him.
That's Riz.
But that's like a boss power if I've ever had one.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to tropes.
The boss and the colleague trope, very prevalent in K-dramas.
Yeah, very much so. No, I was going to say, I quite like when it comes to K-dramas, or mainly K-dramas. I haven't really read that much romance books. Like haters to lovers, or like that kind of thing. Cause
Enemies to lovers!
Yeah, because I don't want, I want them to get together immediately, because I know it's going to happen. But imagining that in real life, if I hate someone, I will hate them. Don't come near me, it's not going to change. I hate you for a reason. And then I'm here at the book or at a TV show, I'm like, oh yeah, please kiss. Raise their fingers, just like some kind of physical contact. So...
Yeah, no, I love enemies to lovers. I'm a sucker for enemies to lovers.
I'm alright with it, I guess. But there is one that I hate, one trope, from fan fiction specifically.
I hope she's not going to say the one I'm living for.
No, well, maybe you are, but this one is stupid.
Okay.
Right, so, for some reason, they're usually going to a work event, I don't know, and they've got to the hotel. Oops! There's only one bed! If this was real life, you can go down to the reception and say, you've booked us wrong, there's only one bed, we're two unrelated, unmarried people who aren't in a relationship, we're not going to share this one bed. And if they say, we're currently booked, all you do is slip them a 20 and they're not fully booked anymore. This is not a real problem.
They can always give you a fold-up bed as well.
Exactly.
It's their issue.
Literally. Sleep on the sofa, sleep on the floor. Why would you sleep in this other bed with some random loser?
And most big beds, if you've seen in hotels, it's not one big bed.
Yeah.
It's always two small beds.
Exactly.
Rip them apart like a marriage. Just divorce it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Wouldn't happen in the fucking Premier Inn. They always do two beds. You know what would be really funny?
Maybe I'm always going to Premier Inn.
You know what would be fun? If you had an only one bed, but it's set in Bristol, on the night that the floor and ceiling fell down in the Premier Inn.
What?
Do you know how like that big Premier Inn in Bristol, right next to the bear pit.
Oh.
The ceiling fell in.
Oh
That
my
would be
God.
but like there's an Only One Beds fanfiction happening on that day. And then they get in the bed together, bang, and then they fall through the ceiling into the
That would be
beefeater.
very odd situation to find yourself in.
I think you'd be
That's-
dead.
That's the next level of that trope. It's like same bed, but now you are crushed against plaster
Yeah.
off the ceiling. You're not dead. You're just like squeezed next to each other and
Yes.
you can't get out.
And you can't get out, and that's another trope. You're locked in a room together.
Yeah.
Oh
And you're locked in the rubble of the room.
And they don't know how long they're gonna have to be there, so they're
Yeah.
gonna have to get warm and get really close.
Exactly.
You gotta survive with that body warmth.
Yeah.
Especially if you start getting a fever. We can't be having that.
It is really cute though, and like at least when
To
they're
be
like.
trapped in rubble with the...
No, I mean like the trope of like, oh, it's cold outside. The only way to get warm is like you're in the middle of nowhere and they have to get body heat. Not like getting naked, but when they're like huddled together and they're like trying to get warm, and the guy usually feels really bad.
She's been watching A Sign of Affection.
Well, the thing is,
I
right,
have.
in real life, if I was with someone else and we were going to be dead in the morning if we didn't cuddle,
Yeah.
the fact that they might take it as sexual is very angry. I'm very angry about
No, but
it.
it's not a sexual thing. It's just you wouldn't be in the cold thinking, oh, she's cold. Oh yeah. No,
You would if you were a little pervert.
Why does everyone have to be a pervert?
Because they are out there. There's perverts everywhere. You can't do anything without some pervert thinking that you're into
But
them.
create this random character who's not a pervert. Then it's cute.
This is why we live in fantasies.
That's true.
Yeah, this is why we watch K-dramas, because they're not real. Mm-hmm. They never will be real.
Yeah.
They look like it. I don't know how they do it, but...
Well, in the real, unreal fantasy world where everything is fine, yeah, I'm sharing that bed, and we're taking it to Pound Town. But that's not real, is it? Because in real life, you get in that bed, and
She
you
just
fall
went to
through the
Poundland.
ceiling. You fall through the ceiling in the beefeater, and you're trapped in the rubble and you die. That's not real, man.
Somehow this is not anyone's girlfriends.
No, I think this is a Just Girl thing.
Yeah, this is the true crime.
This is the romance books and the
Man
true
versus
crime
bear.
and the man versus bear.
Yeah.
Except we didn't specify if you would who you were sharing the bed with.
The bear.
You were sharing it with the bear.
That's why the ceilings collapsed, because you tried to... Do you remember Halcyon from video game?
Girl, we yeah, that's another. The people who treated Baldur's Gate as a dating sim, which honestly would be me, they all know about the housing bear.
Yeah. Do you know about the Halcyon bear?
I have no idea what we're on about.
So there's a game called Baldur's Gate 3, and you play whoever you want, and there's a guy in there called Halcyon, and he's a druid, which means he can turn into animals, and you can try and have sex with him, make love to him, and what he'll do is get very excited. Oh, yes. And then you'll have sex with him, but he'll get too excited. He turns into a bear. And then you have to make a decision whether you keep having sex with him as a bear, or you say, come back. And you can have sex with him as a bear. And knowing that made me so frightened to talk to him that I never talked to him in the video game.
Please, let's make this into a real... That needs to be drawn.
Oh no! Oh, I mean, yeah, but also, do I have to draw that specific bit?
No, it's gonna be that like question mark, and then blurry image, like the think emoji with a blurry image, and she's gonna be like, huh.
Well, in the game, there's a squirrel who
And there's like a stick bear.
Oh my god,
There's
yes!
a squirrel who's watching it. They cut to the squirrel who's really shocked and drops a nut and runs away.
It's gotta happen.
I mean, do you like Halcyon?
Do I like him?
Yeah.
I've never spoken to him because I was afraid he might turn into a bear and fuck me.
Okay.
And that is it for Just Girl Things Part 2. Hopefully hopefully you're still here.
Yeah. Or maybe we've opened your eyes.
Yes.
Maybe we've persuaded you to play Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
And also read A Court of Thorn and Roses.
Are you not entertained?
We'll see you guys, you'll hear from us again next week.